And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live. We're on the road today at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth to get back here today. This becomes really kind of become one of my favorite spots to be at. So we're here again on this rainy Tuesday. Again, the fog's lifted. It's rainy and it's not cold, but it's rainy. It's kind of one of those kind of days. You got to persevere, get through, and keep on trucking, and that's what we're going to do. Birthdays today on this Tuesday, the final day of the month, January 31st. Of course, tomorrow, Feb 1, and then Tuesday will be Groundhog Day. See what happens if he sees his shadow for Groundhog Day 2023. Punxsutawney Phil, I believe, would be the gentleman's name. The Groundhog will be on February the 2nd. So, all right. Miss Carolyn's brought me my half.
And it's not tea. It's the other one. Half unsweet tea and half unsweet lemonade.
Oh, the
Sunjoy.
Sunjoy. Thank you.
Think of it either.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it either.
Yeah,
But
when you get old.
no. So, again, thank you, Miss Carolyn, for bringing that to me, as always. Appreciate that. Birthdays today, got 3 to tell you about. Justin Timberlake having a birthday. He's 42. Nolan Ryan, baseball pitcher, the Ryan Express. Nolan Ryan at 76 today. Then Harry Casey, you would know him as Casey in the Sunshine Band. He's having a birthday. He would have 72 candles on his birthday cake here on this Tuesday, January 31st. Coming up, we got the college basketball polls are out. The high school basketball polls are out. We'll tell you all about that. We've got some teams locally ready to go. Doubleheader tonight, Cyclones at Unicoi County, 6:30 and 8. We'll do that video and audio to go live. At least we'll hope we can get out there and do the video. We hope the Wi-Fi works in Irwin tonight. We hope. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but we were hoping it does. Here we go, the national anthem. We have not heard this for a while from the other folks. Let's see, where would it be here? You know, I got to find this. I'll find it and I'll lose it, and find it and I'll lose it. So here we go, national anthem. Yeah, there it is. Under national anthem. Imagine that. Here's Loretta Bowers on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You were about to be serenaded by Molly and Brenda and Tommy, the three Cineritas, but they said we got to practice maybe tomorrow. So okay, so they couldn't decide whether national anthem or Achy Breaky Heart. So I said, well, y'all work on that and come back to me. So the ladies are sitting over here. It's good. Molly and Brenda and a lady named Tommy. So can you come over and sit here? Can I introduce you? It's Tommy over here on the screen. I mean, can you come over here where they can see you? Yeah, I want these people to see this lady. This is cool. I've never met a lady named Tommy, so that's kind of neat. So we'll let her sit down here real quick. We won't keep her long. We got a Bible verse to read, so hello, dear. How are you?
I'm good. How
Good.
are you?
I'm just fine. Your name is Tommy.
Tommy.
Tommie.
Right.
Okay. So you know what you need? You need a Tom Taylor shirt. You know
I
that?
do, don't I?
See up there, Tom Taylor sports shirt, just
Yeah.
like this hat.
That's what I need.
Tommy, what size shirt do you wear, dear? Would you like to have a sweatshirt or would you like to have a T-shirt? It's going to be black. It can be a crew sweatshirt. I'm going to have one made for you.
Okay, yeah, I need a medium.
Medium, adult medium. Okay.
Right,
Would you like to have it in a T-shirt or a sweatshirt? Which would be your fancy?
a sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt it is. Okay. Can you be back here on Monday next week? I'll have it for you.
I will be.
So, Tommy for the medium.
Right.
So you and Molly and Brenda were going to sing, but you got to go home practice.
Yeah, we gotta go practice.
Yeah. Have you got a song that you think you may sing? Would it be the national anthem, or is there one in?
We'd probably be the old gray mare. Well, that's what we are.
She just nudged me. I've never met this lady. She's elbowed me. So, I like you. You're all right.
I like you too.
I like you. You're okay, Miss Tommy. So you need a medium. I need to write this down. Medium sweatshirt.
Right.
Tom Taylor sports sweatshirt. And if Molly would come over and talk, maybe she'd get a sweatshirt
Well,
too. But you gotta sing for yourself. You gotta come over and say hello to me.
Yeah, Molly will talk to you.
Molly will come over and talk to me now. You think?
Yeah, she will.
All right.
Thank you.
Will you come back Monday? I'll have you a shirt, a
I
sweatshirt,
will. I
a
will.
black crew sweatshirt that Tom Taylor Sports on. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. No, thank
I
you.
enjoyed it.
Oh, I did too. So, Molly, would you like to come talk too? Okay. We're getting them all. So, Brenda, be ready. You may be next. So, hi, Molly.
Hello.
How you doing?
Great.
Good.
Great. It's good
You-
to be here today.
Yeah, you're here about you're here 2 or 3 times a week, aren't you?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's good. So, now she said you guys gonna sing the Old Gray Mare. That's what she's talking about. Y'all working on.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't know.
I think we know the words.
Well, I'm sure. Now, do you sing at church? Are you a singer? Are you in the choir?
Well, I'm not in the choir, but I sing.
You sing? All right.
It's not very pretty, but I try.
Well, he says he's not interested in your ability, he's interested in your availability. So,
Okay.
if you're trying to sing, now, would you like to have a sweatshirt too?
Sure.
Okay. What size would Molly like to have?
Probably a small.
Small, ladies.
Yeah.
Small. Crew sweatshirt. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. So, you come in here all the time. What do you get? What do you get when you buy something Chick-fil-A? What do you normally
I
get?
like the chicken minis.
Chicken minis. All
At
right.
breakfast.
Yep. You guys are in here a lot, and you guys just come in here and kind of shoot the bull and
We do visit.
chat,
Yes.
gossip, all that,
Sure.
all the above. Yep. All right.
Yes.
Miss Molly. All right. So you're coming back Monday. You have to come back. I'm back here Monday. You have to come back Monday. I'll have you a small and have Tommy a medium. So,
Perfect. That sounds good.
do you think the third senorita would want to come over here?
I'm sure
I'm
we
sure.
can't leave her out.
She's can you tell? You can just tell her body language. She's anxiously awaiting coming over here.
Miss Brenda, are you
Yeah,
ready?
Miss Brenda, yeah. Here we go. All right. Thank you,
you,
Molly.
Tom.
You're welcome. I love it. All right. We got high school basketball poles coming out here in just a second. All right. Hello, Miss Brenda. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Good. So, how long have you known these ladies?
Forever.
Forever? Okay.
Forever.
Yeah. So you come in here and talk and chat and solve the problems of the world, pretty much?
We try.
Talk church, talk life, talk everything, right?
Nobody paying attention to us.
No,
though.
no. You're on your own little bubble. You like it, right?
Right.
Your own little world.
Right, our own little world.
So what do you get when you come to Chick-fil-A?
What do I get?
Mhm.
Well, this morning I got a sausage biscuit.
Good?
Yeah, it was good.
Good.
But I usually get the 4 chicken minis.
Mm-hmm. Chicken mini girls?
Yeah, chicken mini girls.
Yeah,
But I
all
didn't feel
of you
very
like them chicken
today.
Now, would you like to have a Tom Taylor sports shirt?
Yes,
it'll look
I
like,
would.
it'll look like this.
Mhm.
That'll be the logo on the front.
Okay,
What size do you like, ma'am?
a large.
Large, crew, a small, medium, large. I can do that. All right. So if you'll come back next Monday, I'll have that for you.
Okay.
So you ladies come back and all.
Will do.
She's still grinning over here. Look at her. We do have a name. We're special. Tom and Tommy. I like that.
That's right.
Is it Tommie? Is that how you spell it? Awesome. That's your given name? That's cool. Tom and Tommy. What's her last name, by the way? I never even asked her all's last names.
Mine,
Huh?
Lewis.
Lewis.
Lewis. She's Tommy Sue.
Tommy Sue Turbyville. What's Molly's last name?
Glover.
Molly Glover?
Glover.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Very good. All right, Miss Brenda, thank you for
Thank
coming by.
you.
Yeah. Impromptu, folks. There you go. So we have 3 senoritas. We're going to get them sweatshirts because they're in here and they put up with me. So there you go. All right. Let's do it. So it's Molly Glover, Tommy Turbyville, and Brenda Lewis. All right. What a way to start the show. That's good stuff. Coming up, bottom of the hour, going to be joined by, I'm so tore up on him. We'll talk. David Collins from Collins & Company. Ryan Presnell got the big auction coming up on Saturday. The big auction at Elizabethton High School for the baseball team. He'll be by to tell us all the things you can, and tell us about all the things you can bid on. And then also Jeff Birchfield joins us a little bit later in the show. All right, high school basketball polls. Here we go. Fresh off the press, 4A, let's run them down for you. Number 1 team in the state was the same as last week. Independence High is number 1. Hillsboro number 2. Bartlett number 3. William Blount to Governors number 4. Oak Ridge up to number 5 this week. Then comes Germantown. This is the boys, by the way. Bradley Central, Gallatin, Rossview, and Houston are the top 10 in boys basketball. In 3A, Haywood County number 1. Then comes Stone Memorial, Crockett County, Fulton. Livingston Academy dropped down to number 3. Crockett County dropped down to number 3. They were number 1 in the state. So it's Haywood County's the new number 1 in 3A boys. Haywood County, Stone Memorial, Crockett County, Fulton, Livingston Academy, Fayette Ware, and Lawrence County, your top 7. Tennessee High, the Vikings up to number 8 in the state. They've jumped 2. Then you have Dyersburg and Dyer County. That's your 3A boys basketball. It'll be Tommy Turbyville and Molly Glover. There you go. In the house. Ready to go. 2A basketball, East Nashville number 1. Then comes Fairview, Kingston, Cascade, and then Douglas. Then you go the final 5. Chuckydoke at number 6 in the state. Then comes Milan, Gibson County, Gatlinburg, Pittman, and then Power Center Academy High School. So Chuckydoke at number 6 in the state. Tennessee High number 3 in the state in boys basketball. Then in single A, Middleton at number 1. Then comes Clay County, the Hampton Bulldogs up a notch to number 3 in the state. Then comes Richland, Gordonsville, East Robertson, Eagleville, McKenzie, Chattanooga Prep, and Santa Fe. But Hampton, the Bulldogs, at number 3 in the state, went up a notch to number 3. We'll talk to Coach Smith either tomorrow or Thursday, one of the two. He's going to be with us on the show, and we are looking forward to that very much. So, well, you're welcome, Reba. It was nice. Nice to give the ladies shirts. Well, they're nice. Come over and cut up with me a little bit. That's good. All right, girls basketball. In 4A, number 1 team in the state, the Lady Bulldogs of Knox Bearden. Bradley Central at number 2. Coffee County number 3. Blackman's Ladies at number 4. Cookeville number 5. Then comes Heritage, Stewart's Creek, Arlington, Bartlett, and Gallatin, the top 10. In 3A basketball, Jackson Southside rather stays number 1. Livingston Academy number 2. Upperman number 3. Elizabethton, the Lady Cyclones stay at number 4 in the state. We'll have them tonight. Hello, Debbie Franklin. Thank you, lady. Elizabethton will be on the airwaves with us at 6:20 tonight. 6:30 tip-off, video and audio, if the Wi-Fi works in Irwin. I hope it does. It didn't last time, but it was a little jumpy and sketchy and all that. So all I can do is go out there and set up, folks, and hope it works. Elizabethton, number 4 in the state in girls basketball. Creekwood at number 5. Greenville stays at number 6 this week. Cumberland County, Lincoln County, White County, and South Gibson, your top 10. Tommy Turbyville would be the lady who was, it's her over there. I made a new friend, Miss Tommy, in 2A basketball. She's like, why do you keep saying my name? 2A basketball, Westview number 1, York Institute, Alcoa, Gatlinburg, Pittman, and Gibson County top 5. Then in 2A basketball, Huntington, McMinn Central. Then you look at Cheatham County, Community High School, and Summertown, your top 10. In single A basketball, Wayne County number 1, the Hampton Lady Bulldogs stay at number 2 in the state. They're 20-1. Then comes Clay County, McKenzie, Dresden, Clark Range, Houston County, Richland, Pickett County, and Oneida. I know we hit you with a lot of names, but basically what you need to remember in boys basketball, Tennessee High 8th in the state in 3A, Chuckydoke number 6 in the state in 2A, and Hampton number 3 in the state in single A boys basketball. On the girls' side, Elizabethton 4th in the state in 3A, Greenville number 6 in the state in 3A, and then the Hampton Lady Bulldogs are number 2 in the state in single A girls basketball. So that's a pretty good smattering. That's a good thing. We like that. All right, your chance starting tomorrow to win heart-shaped trays from Chick-fil-A for Valentine's Day. It's pretty cool. We'll be giving away some heart-shaped trays full of nuggets and heart-shaped trays, say that fast 3 times, full of cookies and brownies, sweets for your sweets coming up for Valentine's Day. We'll tell you how to do that starting tomorrow. You can get dialed into us on YouTube and get yourself qualified to win some heart-shaped trays of goodies for Valentine's Day from here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. And we're very excited about that. Tommy said, let's give away some stuff for the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And I said, okay, we can do that. Happy birthday to Nolan Ryan, Ryan Express, 76. Justin Timberlake having a birthday, 42. And Harry Casey, you would know him as Casey in the Sunshine Band's lead singer. He is 72 years young today. And that's what's going on the celebrity birthdays for this Tuesday, January the 31st. Quick break. We'll come right back. When we do, we will take a look at college basketball. Bottom of the hour, David Collins joins us from Collins & Company. Later on, it's Ryan Presnell, top of the hour, baseball coach from Elizabeth, and talking about the big auction coming up for this coming Saturday. We're going to be emceeing that. Looking forward to that. And then also we'll be talking about Jeff Birchfield, or talking with Jeff Birchfield. We'll be talking about him. Talking with Jeff Birchfield. He will join us, and we'll be ready to go on that a little bit later on in the show as well, here live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. Back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hi, my name is Brian, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is you can taste the different types of cheeses and the blends that they use, and everything just comes together. It's like a delicate dance. They're like perfection in every bite.
On Chick-fil-A, let's start with the app. Never wait in line again. Tell me about that, would you please?
So with our Chick-fil-A One app, you can place a mobile order in 3 different ways. The first way is you can place it through the drive-thru and come through, and whenever you check in with one of our team members, we start getting your meal prepared. Then we also have a mobile carry-out option, which once you click that you're here, your order will pop up with our screens, and we'll be able to prepare that for you and set it on our carry-out table as well. And our biggest one is our mobile dine-in. These little table tents are on the tables at the store. You can scan the QR code to be able to download the app. You just place your order on the app, scan the little number that's sitting on your table, and you just can sit down and we'll bring your food out to you whenever it's ready. It's a really great way to be able to not have to wait in line, especially if you have small children or can't stand in line for so long when we do get busy. It's a great way to just be able to sit down and we'll bring your meal right out to you whenever it's done.
That's awesome. That is cool. And people do it all the time, don't they?
Yeah, it's a really great tool.
Yep. Easy to do, folks. Coming up, store will be closed on Super Bowl Sunday, but you can still get Chick-fil-A to be part of your Super Bowl party. How's that work?
You can. So if you just call the store or go online, we call them our chilled trays. You can get a nuggets or a strips chilled tray. You just we chill it down for you and you pop it in your oven. It comes with reheat instructions the same way so it's the same way to get Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. Whenever you do it, you can make chicken wings. Sometimes we'll make wings with our strips and put buffalo and some Sweet Baby Ray's sauce with them and toss them in, so you can make wings that way too.
And it has reheat instructions on it, right?
It does, yeah. Yep. It tells you how long and what temperature to put your oven at. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's a great way to get Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
Yep. And you would encourage folks to order early as possible so you have it ready to go.
Yep.
There you go. Pick it up on Saturday, the 11th.
Yeah.
Super Bowl will be on the 12th. Then a couple days later, it'll be the Day of Love, Valentine's Day. How's Chick-fil-A going to work with that?
We have our heart trays. You can get a 6-count cookie tray or a 10-count mini during breakfast until 10:30. So you can take someone some cookies or some chicken minis in the morning for breakfast in one of our little heart-shaped trays. They're real cute. I don't think they've came in yet, but they should be here soon. We'll start serving everything through those once we get them until Valentine's Day.
Would you encourage us to pre-order for that too?
If you want to. We should have plenty. We should have plenty, yeah.
Okay. For Valentine's Day, which will be on Tuesday, the 14th, obviously. So there you go. So the app, Super Bowl Sunday, and Valentine's Day with Chick-fil-A, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's pretty funny. Molly said, "Can we wear your ring?" I said, "Yeah, you can wear my ring." So they're over there trying out the Cyclone State Championship ring. So there you go. Which is cool. That's fine. All right, top 25 college basketball. New polls are out. Tennessee in at number 2 in the state, or 2 in the country. Purdue, Tennessee, Houston, by the way. Tennessee, it's the highest they've been ranked since they were number 1. Good. Thank you. Little Molly Glover, she's nice. Can I wear your ring? I said, yeah, if you want to wear my ring. Purdue, Tennessee at number 2 in the state. Highest ranking, I keep saying the state, in the country. Highest since being ranked number 1 4 weeks during the 2018-2019 season. Tennessee at number 2. Number 3 is Houston. 4th ranked is Alabama. Number 5 is Arizona. Rounding out the top 10, Virginia, Kansas State, Kansas, UCLA, and Texas. Here's an interesting stat. The last time Kentucky and North Carolina and Duke, all 3 were not in the top 25 poll, any of the 3, was back in 1961. Was the last time Duke, Kentucky, or North Carolina were not in the same, or in the poll, any of them, in the top 25 poll. That's what? Over 60 years ago. All right, number 11 this week is Baylor, Gonzaga, number 12. 13th is Iowa State. 14th is Marquette. 15th is TCU. 16th is Xavier. Providence at number 17. 18th this week, St. Mary's. 19th, Florida Atlantic. Rounding out the top 20 are the Clemson Tigers. In comes Indiana, San Diego State, Miami, UConn, and Auburn. Rounding out the top 25 of men's college basketball. Now, coming up for today, there's a limited schedule, I think. If I get this. By the way, Tennessee plays again tomorrow night in Gainesville against the Florida Gators. The next time the number 2 ranked team in the state, keep saying the state, 2 ranked team in the country, will be on the hardwood. Here we go. College basketball from last night. Number 6 Virginia beats Syracuse by 5. Texas, number 10 Texas beating Baylor by 5. And then Iowa State got upset. Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, beat them by 3 in overtime, 80-77. Tonight you've got, 3, 6, 8 games on tap tonight. Head-to-head competition. Number 7 Kansas State will be at number 8 Kansas tonight at Allen Fieldhouse in Kansas, in Lawrence, Kansas. 20th ranked Clemson goes to Boston College. 23rd ranked Miami, the Hurricanes, hosting Virginia Tech. You have 24th ranked UConn at DePaul. 4th ranked Alabama home tonight to Vanderbilt. Indiana, 21st ranked Hoosiers play at Maryland tonight against the Terrapins. West Virginia, the Mountaineers will go to Texas Christian to battle the Horned Frogs. They're 15th in the country. And the other top 25 game will be 22nd ranked San Diego State at Nevada. So one upset last night. Iowa State gets knocked off. They were 13th in the country. And so I'm sure they'll drop. Yep, they'll drop after this when polls come out next Monday because they lost. Again, Tennessee plays tomorrow night on the road against the Gators down in Florida at the Stephen O'Connell Center. So there you go. Is it O'Connell? Used to be O'Connell. Stephen. Yeah. I think it was the O'Connells. Yeah, it is the O'Connell Center. So in Gainesville, they'll play there tomorrow night. Tennessee. Hello, Kerry Reed. How you doing? Saw you Saturday. Didn't get a chance to stay and watch you coach, but I saw you perusing the sidelines before the game. So hello to Kerry. Carl Wilson says, Kyle Wilson is 35 today. That's Daphne's brother. Happy birthday, Kyle Wilson. You joined birthdays with Nolan Ryan, Justin Timberlake, and Harry Casey from KC and the Sunshine Band. Hello, Josh Wallen. How you doing? His daughter, little Molly Wallen, man, she played her heart out last week in that loss to Indian Trail in the tournament. She had 20 points and 10 rebounds. She was our player of the game, Port Travis Deli player of the game. So hello, Josh. Josh changing the oil at Valvoline Express Care. Getting it changed. In, out, on your way. If you're there more than 12, 13 minutes, there's something wrong. You don't even have to get out of your vehicle. So we're right up here. In fact, we'll play Greg's commercial coming up here in a few minutes. Hey, I want to pay tribute to John Holtzclaw. He's going to try and give me a call this morning in between the meetings that he's got going on. But he and Rusty Crow out of Johnson City are trying to sponsor a bill that would incorporate the language "In God We Trust" into the Tennessee state seal. Is that not cool? I think that's really cool. State Senator Rusty Crow and State Senator Rusty Crow and State Representative John Holtzclaw introducing Senate Bill 0420. As of Monday, it had passed on first and second consideration, had been referred to the Senate State and Local Government Committee. That's awesome. Thank you. Of course, John Holtzclaw, one of our sponsors of the Jewelers Bench. So they are incorporating language that would put "In God We Trust" into the Tennessee state seal. I love that. That's cool. If passed, the bills would request that Tennessee Governor Bill Lee sign that in to law and submit a new design for the seal by July 1st of 2025. So it won't happen overnight, but it's going to happen, and we hope that it does. So thank you, Senator Crow and State Representative Holtzclaw for State Senator Rusty Crow and State Representative John Holtzclaw for, again, presenting legislation that would put "In God We Trust" into the Tennessee state seal. I think it is really, really cool. That just makes my heart pitter-patter. I love it. "In God We Trust." We better trust God. And I was listening to a sermon. Charles Stanley, Lawsy mercy. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not on thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, he'll direct thy paths. Whole sermon about that verse. It is awesome. All right, David Collins about to join us here. Let's give you the verse today. Psalms 121:8 says, "The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore." The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore. That's awesome. That is the verse today. Psalms 121:8 is the verse today. All right, David Collins, lots going on. He joins us after this break. And then we'll take a look at some high school basketball. Who's playing where tonight? Busy night tonight, as it is every Tuesday and Friday in basketball season. So we'll do that right after this time out. We are live again. We're on the road here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And a brand new sponsor. Here they are, if I can find it. There it is. Dustin Duggar with Duggar Monuments on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. You see on the screen, Duggar Family Monuments. Dustin's here. Tell us what it's all about.
Well, thanks for having us, Tom. So we're Duggar Family Monuments. We have a newer location in Elizabethton, 501 Broad Street beside of Wendy's. We also have 2 other locations, and so we decided about a year and a half ago to add a location in Elizabethton, and we've been here about a year and a half, and things are going great, and we're excited to be in town and helping families through one of the most difficult things you can go through. Make it just a simple process for them. So you'll just come in, if you're looking for a monument for your loved one, you'll come in and see us. We have different options there at our office. We kind of do a indoor showroom, so it kind of keeps you out of the weather and the rain on days like today. And so you come in there and we just talk to you, and we try to figure out the life story of the loved one that you're purchasing the monument for, and we put it all together, and then we'll design it right there in front of you on the computer. You can see it as we're designing it, and make changes as you'd like, and spend as much time doing this as you'd like. And then once we get that design, we send it off, and once we get it back, we do the installation at the cemetery as well. So we'll contact them and get everything set for them.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. It is a tough time for loved ones, so if you can ease that burden by designing this and making something special for that loved one they've lost or they didn't want to lose, it makes life a whole lot easier for them, doesn't it?
It does. We have a lot of customers that come in and they said, they regretted or they didn't want to come down there. And so they were dreading it.
Yep.
And then once they got there and sit down, we try to make it a little bit easier. And it's like you said, if we can just ease the burden of grief in some small way, mm-hmm. that's what we're there for. And most of the time we can do that. And it, once you get there and you start designing it, and you start talking about the life story of your loved one, it does kind of help.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Talk it out. Talk it through.
That's right.
Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook. Just go to Facebook, look at Duggar Family Monuments. Also, our website is DuggarFamilyMonuments.com, and you can see a lot of the designs that we've done there. Our 2 other locations are Porter's Monument in Kingsport and Smith and Duggar Monuments in Telford. Combined, we have over 80 years in the business of monuments, and so we're excited about our new Elizabethton location.
Phone number to call?
423-518-1650.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Sponsor, Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Dustin Duggar with Duggar Family Monuments. Sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by.
Hello.
Hello. My man David Collins in the house.
I feel like I've been gone a year.
I know.
Some people
Charge
probably
your
wish
rent.
I had.
No, we missed you. I missed you, Bubba. I know you've been busy.
Yep.
He told me off air every single listing he's got you have closed. Is that correct?
No, every home. I've got one home listed.
You got one. That's it.
Foster Lane. Yeah, but the rest of them under contract.
Under contract.
Sell 'em.
Every one of
I
them.
need stuff to sell.
Yeah.
It's still a good market.
Yep. Here it is in January, about to go February tomorrow.
Yeah.
Market's usually typically slow. Ain't slow this year, is it?
No. Nope. That's a myth.
It's a
Things
hopper.
are good. Things are still good. You got
Things
a
are-
house to sell.
Let's sell
We can
it.
sell it.
Yeah.
Let's sell it.
All right.
What you got there?
I've got a coin collection from the estate of J.B. Shepherd. It runs through tonight at 6 o'clock. It's been on there for about a week, getting a lot of hits, a lot of bids.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a guy. I was on the phone with a guy from New York just before I came.
Really?
Calling about it. Yeah.
So folks from all over the country going
All
for this?
over from Maine to Spain.
From Maine to
Maine
Spain.
to Spain, they're bidding.
Maine to Spain.
Yep,
All right.
ends tonight, and I got a lot of good coins in there. Picture of that one, the gold. I think that's a $3 gold coin. We've got a silver dollar coin that's it's valued in the thousands of dollars. Some other gold coins in there, collections, just different, something for everybody. Every different collector, that likes the mint sets and the proof sets and all that. There's several of them in there. Silver dollars, barber head.
Morgan and Barber silver dollars.
Yeah.
Silver dimes.
Yep, silver dimes, nickel collections, dime collections, penny collections, state quarter collections, a lot of different things.
1 ounce proof silver bullion coins.
Yeah.
So all this, it's tonight, folks. It stops at 6.
Yep.
So you better get on
J.B.
it.
Shepherd, he was a local auctioneer for years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, here in the area. So a lot of people knew him. Good
So we go to collinsandcompany.com. No, collinsandcompany.info, right?
Info.
.info.
Yeah.
Collinsandcompany.info. Spell out company too, right?
Yep.
Yep, just like that. Collinsandcompany.info. That's the first one. Now, we have an auction going on right now. Starts today. Started this
Yesterday.
morning. No, this is Tuesday. I'm sorry. Started yesterday
Yep.
morning. Keep thinking it's a Monday.
There you
I'm
go.
usually not here on Tuesdays. Monday, yesterday morning, started 8 o'clock, the online auction for the estate of Tiny Nunley. So I'm going to read some of these, but you put this together. So what's some of the can't misses you got to bid on all this? You got curios. What are some of the things you go, Tom, they need to get in there and get on this one? What jumped out at you on all this?
Oh, on all this?
Yeah.
If you're looking for start a household or you need stuff for your add to your household for as far as furnishings, there's plenty of it there. Something for everybody as well. Just couches, chairs, recliners, lift chair. There's some stoves in there, wall ovens, a little bit of everything. Curio cabinets. Let's see, roll top desks, and then there's a lot of items. We're going to have probably 4 auctions up there and all this stuff that we've got going on. So we got 500 and some lots in the first auction, and
There's some of the pictures, which you need to go to the website, take a look at it.
there'll
right
be
there.
antique collectibles. We've got tractors we're going to sell later on. Just a big undertaking there at the old Chair Factory building, and Nunley family they're the biggest furniture folks in Carter County for years, and so there's just a lot up there to sell. Get on our website and take a look. We've got pictures. Got online bidding link is up already on this one, and again, I think our second auction is already uploaded. You can see lots there we're going to sell as well. It's a big deal. If you need home furnishings, we got it.
Living
Take a
room
look.
furniture, bedroom suits, box springs, mattresses, dining room chairs and tables, curio cabinets, area rugs, pictures, appliance parts, floor-to-ceiling area rug display racks. Most of the furniture has been on the showroom floor and is unused.
Yeah, and the rugs, you know how expensive rugs are.
Mm-hmm.
Area rugs, we've got I bet there's probably 50 rugs up there we're selling that really nice rugs. They're most of this stuff's brand new.
500 lots, what you said?
Yeah, 500 lots on the first auction.
Wow.
Yeah.
collinsandcompany.info. And this will go through next Tuesday.
Yep,
So
and we've got an open house up there today, 12:30. I think we'll be there till about 5:30. If you want to come by, you can see what stuff you can bid on. If you want to come by, we'll be there from 12:30 to 5:30 today.
at 530 Blue Ridge Drive.
Yeah.
How do we get there?
Right across from Snap-on Tools, right
Okay.
across the street from it.
Okay.
On Blue Ridge Drive. Yeah, just go around the back of the building. We've got to the back of the building. We've got signs up. how to get inside and all that. Walk-in level, so you're good. Come on by, and we've got plenty to look at.
All this will be up there on display?
All that'll be up there, then plus stuff we'll be selling in the other auctions as well.
So you go up there and take a peek at it and meander it and then come back and bid on it. You can bid on your phone, can't you?
Yeah.
Right there on the spot.
You can stand there and bid on it while you're looking at it.
That's cool.
Stand there and bid on it.
CollinsandCompany.info. And that the open house is today, auction preview, from noon till 5:30, which is coming up in about 20 minutes. Is that where you're headed?
Yep, leaving here and going there.
Going there. Is the office goddess going to be there today?
She's going to be at the office.
She'll be at the office, being the office goddess.
Yeah.
So if anybody comes up and has questions, you'll be there to answer.
We'll be there to answer. Yeah,
Yep.
we can show you how to bid, get on your phone to bid, set up an account, whatever you need. We'll be glad to help with it.
Then we have a house on Gap Creek Road, on Sims Hill Road to be exact, off of Gap Creek.
Yep.
This one starts next Monday, and this will be an online auction. So
Yep.
great investment home. Tell us about this.
Yep, 242 Sims Hill Road. It's a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. Been in the family for years there. A private setting where that's located. Got a full basement, pasture in the back from the views there from the backyard and the side yard. So really cute house. Good location right there and a good starter home or investment property.
Yep.
Or one if you want a retirement and downsize and live in.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
that's cool.
So these are the three things going on right now.
Yep, that's 3 things. We've got other auctions upcoming. I need to mark out something on this.
Oh.
And we've got consignment auctions coming up. We've got a lot of antiques I've got to get to work through on a consignment auction that we have started. It'll be probably in February, mid-February. We've got a tool auction coming up mid-February. So we got a lot going on. Got house auctions coming up in town probably in February, March.
You don't stop, do you?
Can't. I'm poor.
I got you. I understand.
I'm like everybody else. Tell me I have bills to pay. So,
Amen.
Yeah.
Hello, Kylie McGee. How you doing, lady? We're thinking about you, young lady. So we got you in our thoughts and prayers. Hello, Rick Ranson down in Pensacola. How you doing, sir? He's watching down yonder. So Rick could bid on any of this sitting down there in his
That's right.
on
No matter
sitting
where
with
he's
his
at. He'll bid
feet in the
anywhere.
Gulf of Mexico.
I had a lady call me about the house. Lives in Zephyr Hills, Florida.
Really?
She wanted to move up here. Yeah. She said, I can buy that house just sitting on my phone bidding, can I? I said, sure can, but don't sit on your phone while you bid. Hold it in your hand.
Collins and Company. .info.
.info. Yep.
All right. So you're looking for property. You're looking for stuff to sell.
Looking
Seriously.
for stuff to sell. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you really are.
Absolutely.
This is not a
And
ploy. This is he's looking for stuff to sell.
We've got agents out there that'll work for you, come give you a market value. I will. We've got Jacob, we've got Ashley, we've got Libby. They're all working hard out there every day selling homes. They've got several under contract and, looking for stuff to sell. If you want to buy a home, give us a call. We'll be glad to help too.
This is John Holtzlaw. I'll call you back in just a minute. I'm going to put you on there. Give me about 2 minutes, sir. I'll call you back. So he's in Nashville. He and Rusty Crowe coming up with this legislation put In God We Trust on the state seal.
That's pretty cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I want to get him on there and talk about that.
Good deal.
Coming up. All right, so all this is going on. So you need inventory. It's just that simple.
Yeah, just need inventory, stuff to sell. There's still a shortage of homes for sale in Carter County and Elizabeth market right now.
Yep. Now, I think Jacob or Tracy came in last time and said you all got a listing in Rogersville now. Is that right?
Yeah.
Churchill, Rogersville.
Rogersville.
Down there. So he's not just limited, folks. If you're watching outside Elizabeth and Carter County, and a lot of you do, he's not limited to Elizabeth and Carter County.
right.
You're not limited anywhere in the state, are you?
I can sell anywhere in Tennessee.
There you go.
I'm working on my North Carolina license as well.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
CollinsandCompany.info, folks.
Got another big thing coming up. Maybe next time around we'll talk about it.
Got another big surprise coming?
Yeah, another big surprise coming.
All right.
Yeah.
I missed you being on the show. I know you're busy, but I miss you.
I miss you.
I thought he was mad at me. I said, "Are you mad at me?" He said, "No. Why would I be mad at you? I don't know. You don't come around anymore."
I'm too busy to be mad.
Too busy to be mad.
Yeah.
So this Tiny Nunley thing, you had to itemize each one of those auction items. Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean everything.
Yep.
Every chair. it's all
everything there. That's
way
what
they
we
can-
do. In the States, we go through and itemize most of just about every item that's a value. We'll itemize it. It'll all be cataloged and accounted for.
time consuming,
Very time consuming, yes.
but it's worth it
yes.
because you'll get some good deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about helping people.
Yeah. It's
Most
the name of
people,
the game.
they have an estate, they walk in and they're just overwhelmed. What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Where do I start?
Mhm.
So that's what we do for you.
Yep.
We help.
It's the name of the game, folks. Appreciate it very much as always. So
Yeah.
CollinsandCompany.info.
That's right.
Yeah. Your agents are Jacob Forrest,
Jacob, yep,
Ashley Eastridge,
yep.
Libby
Holman, Julia Adams, yep.
David Collins owns it, and
Yep.
the office goddess is
Tracy Little.
The rose among the
Yeah,
thorns.
yeah.
No,
You
the
got it
rose.
right the first time.
No, negatory for the rose among the thorns.
Yeah.
So you do need listings.
Yep.
I keep saying that, but you really do.
Yep. If you need to buy a home too, give us a call. We'll be glad to help. You need a lender? We've got lenders we work with throughout the Tri-Cities that get you help you on obtaining a loan.
Yep.
Get you pre-qualified.
And the phone number is
543-5741.
5741 or
Yep.
collinsandcompany.info.
That's it.
Yeah. Or let me put that up on the screen. Let me see what I'm talking about here. Sometimes you see it, it's easier to. There's the number. collinsandcompany.info at 543-5741 or collinsandcompany.info is where you want to go to bid on the coins till 6 o'clock tonight, and that one's over. And then the Tiny Nunley furniture warehouse liquidation auction goes until next Tuesday, the
Sale
7th.
number 1 is started now. Sale number 2 starts next week.
Oh, there's going to be 4 of them all told, isn't there?
Yeah, or more. There may be more time
Yep.
we get done.
All right, we'll take a
Okay.
break. Thank you, sir, for
Thank
coming.
you all.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
yeah. Thank you for letting me advertise you, promote you. I like it.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. No, thank you and yourins, as they say somewhere. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Here is, speaking of selling, Valentine's Day is 15 days out. Yep, it's 2 weeks from today. 14 days out. 2 weeks from today is Valentine's Day. Here's some thought starters from the Jewelers Bench on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back with one of our great sponsors. Again, Sherry Holtzclaw with the Jewelers Bench. Valentine's Day. Here we go. I'm going to be your Vanna show and tell.
Yep.
We'll start with this
Here's
one
my
first.
Vanna.
Yep. And tell me about this, would you please?
So this is a yellow gold paper clip bracelet with diamonds.
Right.
It's $11.99.
Yep.
$1,199.
Yep. Got it in stock, ready to go. Sell a bunch of these, very popular. Here's the disclaimer every time we do this. Don't let this camera on the computer sway you about looking at this, because this thing's got a lot of bling to it. The camera just won't pick it up, I can promise you.
Prettier in person.
Oh,
always.
absolutely. Thank you. That's a good way to say it. Prettier in person.
Prettier in person.
At the Jewelers Bench, all right? Number 2.
So these are sterling silver. They're half carat with diamonds.
Okay.
And those go for $299.
$299. Any lady looks smoking hot with those in her ears,
Oh yeah,
right?
I love the shape of them.
I do too.
They're not your typical
Nope.
diamond hoops.
Nope, they are not. I like them. $299. You know, I lose money every time you do this show. I end up buying stuff for people. So, but maybe not this year. Let's see what we got. So.
And then this is a sterling silver
Whoa.
heart pendant.
Love that too.
With CZs, and it's $149.
Yeah. And again,
Comes
it has
with the chain.
If you look at it right here, the lighting has a lot of bling to it. And there, not so much because the light's not there. We had a light back here bouncing off of it, which will when we come to the shop in a couple of weeks. There you go. That goes for how much?
$149.
$149.99. Love it. Okay. And I like these. These look really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
Those are pretty. All right. What else do we have?
Okay, so we have this double heart sterling silver necklace with diamonds.
Okay. Double heart. Oh, look at this. They're intertwined. Look at that.
With
I love
paper
it.
clip chain, $249.
$249 with a paper clip chain to go with it. $249. Any lady would love to have that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
From their significant other.
Yep.
So $249.
Heart can represent her, and then her significant other.
There you go. It's a his and hers kind of thing going on, or a hers and hims.
Yeah.
Either way. $249.
$249.
$249. All right. Good. Let's do one more here.
So always a good gift. These are cultured pearls.
Yep.
$269.
$269 for the cultured pearls. There you go. Very nice. Available at the Jewelers Bench. Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram. And then website is jewelersbench10.com.
Where are you physically located?
104 Broad Street, right across the street from Port Travis.
Yep. And the hours are open.
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Yep. One of our great sponsors, folks. Valentine's Day. Don't miss out, guys. Good time to get out and shop. And quantities are limited. at the Jewelers Bench, one of the great sponsors of Tom Taylor Sports and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by, our baseball coach, Elizabethton Baseball, Ryan Presnell.
The mustachioed marauder.
You are the mustachioed marauder. I like it.
We got to be us, don't we?
Yeah, got to be me and you.
We got to share the goodness that goes on off camera too, right?
Got to think out of the box, Bubba, and we do. Hey, before we get started, Cyclone basketball tonight, doubleheader. The 4th-ranked ladies will be taking on the Lady Blue Devils at 6:30. We'll hit it at 6:20. And the boys to follow at Unicoi County tonight. So a doubleheader. And it'll be on the Facebook page and also on YouTube. And starting tomorrow, your chance to win some free heart-shaped nuggets and heart-shaped cookies and brownie trays. Compliments of Chick-fil-A will start tomorrow. We'll tell you how to do that. It's going to be pretty simple to subscribe on YouTube, and that'll qualify you to win. We'll give it away in a couple of weeks. So got some stuff to give away here thanks to the folks at Chick-fil-A.
Did you say heart-shaped nuggets?
Heart-shaped tray full of nuggets, yeah.
Oh, tray.
Yeah.
I thought the nuggets were heart-shaped.
No.
What kind of chicken you get that nugget from?
a happy, loving, romantic chicken. Because it's spitting out heart-shaped nuggets. So spitting out. Doesn't sound right. So anyway, that's what we got going on starting tomorrow. And we'll tell you how to do it. Well, we just told you how to do it. But it'll start tomorrow how you can subscribe to us on YouTube. That'll put you in the bucket to qualify to win some free food. A heart-shaped tray full of cookies and brownies.
That'd be delicious.
Sweets for your sweetie.
Yeah.
Mrs. Presnell would like that.
When you've been married 19 years, something like that goes a lot longer than or a lot further than maybe, say, flowers.
Yeah.
I think she'd rather have that than, say, jewelry.
30-count nuggets.
Yeah, 30-count nugget. That gets that.
Yeah, that'd work.
Hits you in
it's easier on your
spot.
billfold, I guess. So
yeah.
Than flowers, or if that's what you're so inclined. Although flowers work, jewelry works. So,
yeah.
Or they can go to the auction on Saturday and win something and squirrel that back. How about that for a segue?
Yeah.
Squirrel it back.
Romantic morning at the auction.
There you go.
Eating biscuits and gravy with Taz Irwin.
Taz Irwin. We'll be there on Saturday morning. What time's to start?
Doors open at 8:30.
Yeah.
Breakfast starts at 9 a.m. Live auction will cook off at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
The silent auction will start on the Auctria app and the website. It's AUCTRIA. So that fires off Friday morning at 8 a.m. And then that's going to end Saturday night at 8 p.m. with pickup on Sunday.
Over 200 baskets.
Yeah, we're well over 200 now. So they're keeping cooking. Last year we had 222. So
wow.
These parents, they get competitive with each other, and they're trying to break that record. So they were down there late again last night putting them together, man. These mamas and daddies are something special, buddy, I'll tell you.
Come there on Saturday morning to the Commons, or cafeteria, we call it the Commons, at the high school here in Elizabethton at 8:30. Biscuits and gravy, breakfast at 9 o'clock. Bidding starts at 10 on the live items. $7 gets you in the door and breakfast. You can buy tickets from players or at the door. The money used will be for travel, equipment, food, uniforms, anything else that pops up. You have tickets, row 1. Wow.
Section 120.
120.
Right at midcourt.
Tennessee, Alabama men's basketball on February the 15th. That's going to be special.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have some pretty good seats to watch that one.
Yeah, I checked last night. The cheapest ticket in that section, the most expensive was row 3, and those were $600 a seat. But the cheapest in that section was $289, and that was 30 rows up. So will they go for that much? Probably not. But somebody's going to get a good deal, and every bit of that money goes to Elizabethton High School baseball.
Autographed bat by Chipper Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
It's got a picture of him actually signing the bat and a statement of authenticity, so it's legit 100%.
A General Shell fire pit going to be auctioned off on Saturday morning. Is that an Uni?
It's called an Uni gas pizza oven. They're about a $700-800 oven. It gets up to like 1,200 degrees in like 15 minutes. You can cook a pizza in 60 seconds on it. There's really, if you're a foodie, those are a great item. And again, somebody may get a steal because that may go for less than you can buy it from their actual website.
If you're a foodie, is that what you said?
Foodie.
Foodie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, an Uni 16-inch. If you're a foodie, come bid on the Uni. How about that? 16-inch gas pizza oven. 2 tickets to Universal Studios, good for 3 parks and $200 towards your room. Taco 51 catering for 20. Jay's Corner catering for 50. Evan Carter memorabilia, a fly fishing trip and cabin rental. You got trips, Botox, jewelry, golf outings, photography sessions, local handmade belt buckles, leather wallets, sterling silver baseball pendants, all that and more. All this plus Leah Ross 2 weekend passes to Bristol Rhythm and Roots reunions. All this is coming up on Saturday morning. And these are the live auctions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
15
correct.
items. Now the silence, you go to AUCTRIA. How you say it again?
Octria.
Octria.com.
Yep, and they also have an app. So if you have a Google Android or a iPhone, you can just download the app. And you can also go check out the Betsy Baseball Facebook page. They've got some instructions and links up there that you can go check it out and get yourself in the area. If you've got questions, you can email myself at my school email address, or you can just message us on the Betsy Baseball Facebook page.
2 tickets, row 1, section 120, Tennessee, Alabama basketball. Right now it'd be number 2 versus what, number 5 in the country?
I think 4. They just
4,
flip-flopped
2 and
the last
4.
one. Yeah.
Alabama's 4th, Tennessee is 2nd in the country. They'll play at Florida, by the way, tomorrow night. But 2 weeks from tomorrow night, they're going to be in Thompson Bowling, and somebody's going to be sitting there watching them. It'll be a heck of a ball game, too.
Yep.
So, and the autographed Chipper Jones bat, that'd be pretty special, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's really, really nice. I've got it obviously hidden because it's worth a lot of money. But
yes.
I took it out the other day and looked at it. It's like, man, that is
Sweet.
super. It'd make somebody a really nice piece to put in a man cave or something like that.
And to get it and give it to somebody and squirrel it by and give it to them for Christmas. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's a Christmas gift under the tree. Oh, by the way.
And again, the cool thing is you may get a good deal, but even if you don't get a good deal, like 100% of the money that we raise, whatever it goes for, goes straight to the kids. We're not having to pay anybody for any of these things. Like it's just such a good event, man.
Mm-hmm.
Does so much good for our program.
Yep. And it does a lot for your community because everybody wins.
That's right.
The kids win, the program wins, and the people who win.
Yep.
So can't go wrong with it. Coming up this Saturday morning, we'll be there at MC. It starts, what'd you say? I need to be there at 8. Is that right?
Yeah, come on in about 8:15. Get you something to eat.
Yeah, Taz's biscuits and gravy.
Can't beat that.
There's only one Taz Irwin, and there's only one Taz Irwin biscuits and gravy. So that'll be coming up again. Are any of these items for viewing at this point on the Facebook
Yeah, absolutely.
page?
So if you go to that Octria webpage, it's up and running. You can go ahead and pre-register. I've already registered. When I checked, there's already 60 folks that have registered. We had over 300 registrations last year.
Wow.
So you can go ahead and register. You basically create your account, put your card number in, and then you can start perusing through the items. The cool thing is it's got a little star at the top. If you click that star, it puts it in your favorite items, and you can go back and look at your starred items. And if you bid on something, it's going to send you an alert. Say, hey, you've been outbid, which is good for us because I want you to go spend that money.
Absolutely.
So it's letting you know you need to put more money down. And
Up the ante.
Yeah, it's really interesting. We've had some items actually go 2 hours past the limit because as long as people continue bidding and outbidding each other, that item will stay open, and it gives somebody, I think, 3 minutes a notification, hey, you've been outbid, and a couple people went back and forth on an item last year. It gained like $300 in value over 2 hours. So
Wow.
it's just a lot of fun. It's a fun fundraiser, and that's what we said in the beginning. When we do a fundraiser, we want people to enjoy it. You know, everybody's got to sell stuff, and we're not hating on that, but we wanted to make sure people buy what they want. And so this was a great way to do it. And we're not dealing with any corporation from out of town. Like, this is all stuff from here that people have donated to us, and we get 100% of the profit.
Cool stuff. We'll be there with it on Saturday morning. AFC Championship. What was your take?
Yeah,
The Chiefs and the Bengals.
Last week I came in and spoke, and you talked about how Mahomes had been injured, and I told you not to worry about it.
You did.
He's a gamer, man. Like,
Yeah.
He is a gamer. He knows he's got to play hurt. Coaching staff did a good job of working around it. Man, that penalty Golly, Ned Jeepers. That was upsetting. I hurt for that guy. And yeah, it was a dumb moment, but if you've ever played a game, you know every athlete's done something dumb in the heat of the moment. But that one was very painful for that young man. But I know he's a great football player, and he's got a great career in front of him. But that was tough to watch.
Yep. Carrie Reed says, "Feed the farm and Mom don't have to cook. That's a win."
There you go. Feed the
fam. I'm sorry, feed the fam.
Yeah,
Carrie
don't even
Reed
got to
says,
clean up. We'll clean up after your kids.
I need the Chipper Jones bat, she says.
Yeah.
And she said, "Ooh, Taco 51, that's good food."
Yeah.
So there you go. She's already into it, obviously.
Yeah.
Our little buddy Carrie Reed, she's so cool. We're here live again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. So, yeah, the old boy made that hit. You know, it came out this morning that some of the guys in the locker room called him out after the game. Said, you know, what were you thinking? Why'd you hit him? It's, you know, the guys, you know, he's protected, and he is. He's like Brady, these superstar guys. If you get close to him, I mean, he gave him a pretty good shove out of bounds, no question.
Yeah.
But, and I know the adrenaline you played, you know, he's running full throttle, and, you know, he couldn't put the brakes on and creamed him. Cost him the game. They go down, kick the field goal, and win the darn thing. So,
yeah, for sure.
49ers, Eagles, shows you got to have more than one quarterback to last the NFL, right?
Well, they had to have more than three.
Yeah.
Bless their hearts. I mean, that's hard to watch. You know, injuries are a part of football, part of any sport, really. But you want to watch that game and see it play out the way it's supposed to. You don't want to see weather or injuries or anything of that nature affect the game. And it was just pretty obvious once Purdy went down, and then once I think it was Johnson, his backup went down. I mean, well, you're on to quarterback number 5, and they didn't even have another one standing on the sidelines. I mean, poor guy's out there with a torn UCL, which is going to require Tommy John surgery. You know, that's a baseball injury, but it just, at that point, it just wasn't much fun to watch. And kudos to the Eagles. They did what they were supposed to do once that happened. And let's be honest, I mean, they're the favorite. And I think they'll have a good showing in the Super Bowl. And if I had to pick, I'd pick them early, man. It's just it's a really well-rounded football team that I think they can shut Mahomes down, but we'll see.
I know when it happened, I was watching the game and I said, that's not a good end. That is not a good thing. Well, he cocked his arm back and got hit.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is not good, and it wasn't good. So,
yeah.
And it's not. He has to have surgery. UCL surgery's out, I think, 6 months.
At least.
For the surgery. So it's, in essence, a Tommy John. So that's not good for Brock Purdy. So that puts, you know, the Eagles and the Chiefs in there ready to go at it a week from Sunday, again on the Super Bowl. And, you know, of course, I don't like the Chiefs. I'm a Raiders guy. But say what you want, this is the third Super Bowl in 4 years with the Chiefs.
Can't argue.
No.
And I hope Andy Reid gets a little revenge here.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's such a good football coach, man. He manages well. He's up to the X's and O's and has been for such a long time. Probably, if you really had to say, wouldn't you put him as possibly the most underrated NFL coach of all time? Nobody mentions him when you talk about NFL greats, and look at what he's done over almost how many years has been head coach? It's got to be approaching probably over 2 decades now. The guy's been coaching NFL football and winning championships, man. So, yeah, good
organization. Did he coach the Packers? Wasn't he a Packers coach?
It was the Eagles.
Eagles coach.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking was at the Packers and left?
Holmgren.
That's right, Mike Holmgren. Yep.
And he went to Seattle for a little while. They look a lot alike, coach a lot alike.
Yeah.
So.
Good stuff. So you're taking the Eagles at this point, a little early out, but if you had to pick it today, you're going to ride the waves of the Eagles?
Yeah. I think so. And, you know, it remains to be seen if Mahomes will be fully healed up by then. And I think the pass rush and the secondary for the Eagles is different from what he saw from the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals are still good, but I see a little bit more from that defense in Philadelphia. So going to be more of a challenge for him. He's going to need to be 100. You know, he can't. A couple times he got hit, came up jumping around. I mean, he's going to need to be 100%. Of course, I guarantee you there's a team of medical professionals that are at his beck and call day and night trying to get him better. So, like I said, I don't want to see an injury affected. I hate that. I don't like it. I want to see everybody 100. Let's see who's who and what's what.
Yep. Super Bowl coming up a week from Sunday in Glendale, Arizona. The Chiefs and the Eagles. We're talking all about Mahomes, but a guy named Jalen Hurts, pretty good quarterback too.
What a great guy.
He's a gamer.
Yeah, there was an article on ESPN. I've not gotten to read it yet, but him talking about his journey. You know, you look at getting beat out for that job at Alabama. It would have just been really easy for that kid to say, you know what, I'm headed I'm going to go to the NFL. No, I want to go to Oklahoma. I want to compete. I want to play. He could have sat there and got drafted and not put himself through that, but he wanted to go play and he wanted to compete. And transfer stuff. Yeah, I don't feel poorly about that transfer decision. I think he did the right thing, obviously. And now here he is in the NFL, proven to a lot of people and a lot of people said he's just not an NFL style. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy
gets it done.
Yeah, he is a player. He manages a game. He gets the job done. He doesn't hurt. He'll never hurt you. He's never just going to chuck the ball around, fumble it, and do those things. So be excited to watch that guy who's played 2 national championship football games for Alabama to play in now Super Bowl.
Yep. Should be good. What's going on with the baseball team right now?
Well, we're watching it rain. We're watching it fog. We're raking mud. And in the meantime, we're trying to get a little something done. We're in a good spot mentally right now. It's getting frustrating, to be quite honest, to be not able to get outdoors, especially with these temperatures. It's 55 degrees. Gosh, normally we'd be outside giving it all she's got with the open facilities rules, but just can't do that. So kind of biding our time, keeping our fingers crossed. And as a young head coach, when I was in for first couple of years, man, it'd really freak me out right now. I'd be really upset. But you got to realize everybody's in the same boat and doing the best they can. And it's a long way till May, till that district tournament. We got a lot of opportunity to get better. So God will provide opportunity for his kids to get better. And we've just got to be ready when it gets there.
I want you to read the verse today if you don't care.
Sure.
I think it'd be very good, be very appropriate for you to take off and head off to your next stop. So,
you know me, I got next stops, don't you?
Oh,
You
baby.
even know that.
Oh, baby. All right, let's do, boom, here it is. And where is it? There you go. Psalms 121:8.
The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Isn't that true?
Yeah. Psalm 121:8.
Takes all the pressure off us.
Yeah.
We just got to go where he leads. And that can be hard, but it ain't complicated.
Yep. The Lord will watch over your comings and going, both now and forevermore.
Yep.
Wow. 121:8. Psalms 121:8, the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. We unashamedly do that, and there it is. So, Psalms 121:8. What's your favorite book in the Bible? I don't think I've ever asked you that. Or do you have a fave?
I really like Romans.
Romans? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
I
stuff.
find myself spending a lot of time there.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians.
Yeah.
Genesis is fascinating. Revelation is really fascinating. Me and the kids worked through some of that, and I got done reading it. Little Cole looked at me. He's going,
yeah.
Some of the descriptions in there, and they're like, "What is that?" Well, buddy, you might have to find somebody with a theology doctorate to explain that one. We'll try to Google it and figure out what's going on. But
is it Revelation 6 or 8? I was reading last week where there'll be 4 angels in the corners of the earth, which doesn't make sense because it's round, but that's what it says. And they're going to roll up, and the wind's going to stop.
Yep.
There'll be no wind anywhere in the world.
Well, I love.
And the sky's going to roll up like a scroll.
Yeah. Well, and I tell the kids all the time, they wonder, it's like, well, what'll happen when Jesus comes back? Well, I think there's a lot we don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing's for sure is every knee will bow, and there will be no doubt who he is. And when he comes back, it's going to be him coming from the sky in a peal of thunder with the sky opening up with the city behind him,
There ain't a movie in Hollywood. I mean, not a movie set in Hollywood can create what's getting ready to happen. It's the real deal.
Not a computer-generated graphic.
No.
I mean, it just every knee will bow.
Yep.
And that's what I tell the kids is you won't have any doubt if that happens. You'll know.
Yep. You're going to know. So, anyway, we'll be there Saturday morning ready to go with the auction. Hope you guys are involved in this. ACUTRIA, Octria.com. Get qualified, get signed up, and it'll start. The silent auction items go up, what'd you say, it's Friday? Is that right?
Friday morning at 8 a.m.
Yep. Now, do we announce the winners on Saturday? Is that what the silent auction is going to be? We're going to announce them?
Yeah, when that Octria app closes off the bidding, you'll get an alert. It's like, hey, you won this. And it makes it very easy to pay. And then you'll have to check our Facebook page for directions to pick up. You'll be picking up at the high school Sunday. Basically, they have a drive-through line. And we started doing all this during COVID. And we kind of realized, a lot of positive things came out of COVID. there's a lot of heartache and pain as well. But we realized that doing this pickup that way, and we had so many items that it was a good idea to continue doing it this way. So there's a drive-through line. You'll pull up, give them your bidder number, they'll go get your items and bring them out to you. Too easy.
Yep. We'll be a part of it. Looking forward to it. So, love you, man.
I love you too, brother.
Yeah. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. The bottom of the hour, Jeff Birchfield joins us. Coming up next, take a look at some more college basketball. And who's playing where tonight in high school basketball. Big night, Tuesday night, high school hoops. We'll tell you who's playing where next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Great sponsor. So, tell me about the mobile app.
All right, so with the mobile app, you can order, you can pick it up through the drive-thru, you can pick it up inside, and it'll be sitting waiting for you, or you can mobile order from your table, and there's table numbers on each one, and we'll bring your food out to you. That way you can just skip the line and go ahead and be seated and have your food brought out to you.
Do we get free food after so many points accrued?
Yes, so with every time you order off the mobile app, you'll accrue points, and then you can redeem those points for free food.
Yep. So you go to your phone, you go to the mobile app store, and you find what? Chick-fil-A One, is that right?
Yes, Chick-fil-A One app.
Put that on your phone and then order it that way. And tell me how the table numbers work, too.
So there's a little circle with a number on each one, and then if you want a mobile order from inside, they'll ask you if you want to do, drive-through or mobile pickup inside or from your table, and then you just put in that table number, and it'll pop up on our screen and let us know where you're at, and then we can bring your food right to you.
Gift cards. Tell me about gift cards from Chick-fil-A.
Gift cards are always available from us, so pretty easy little gift for Valentine's Day or birthday or anything you need.
Yeah, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Increments can go from $1 up to whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and the rule is, if you're going to get more than one, please come in here. If you get more than three, I think the rule is come in here and don't go through drive-thru. It slows things down, and we understand it because you have to activate the cards.
Yeah.
Valentine's right around the corner. Tell us what's going on with Valentine's at Chick-fil-A.
So for Valentine's Day, we'll have our heart-shaped trays again for 30-count nuggets or 10-count minis. Before 10:30, the minis will be available. But 30-count nuggets in the afternoon, and they'll come in a little metal tin that's shaped like a little heart.
Awesome.
Yeah.
To do that, you want to call in, or you come in person, but the call is 297-1266.
Yep.
And so would you want to do it the day of? Would you recommend us kind of pre-ordering to help you all out?
For 10s and 30s, you can call if you feel the need to, but we usually have those pretty readily available.
Yeah. So people don't realize how much food you go through, do they?
Yeah, it's a lot.
For example, how many nuggets today do you think you'll go through?
Trying to guess. Each case has probably close to 800 in it. We'll go through probably 8 of those.
A day?
Yeah.
8 cases, 800, that's 6,400 nuggets.
Yeah.
A day, just
Maybe
right here.
a little less, but pretty close, depending upon catering too.
And there's somebody back there doing salads all the time too, right?
Yes, our prep lady.
Yeah, that's all she does, make salads.
Salads and dishes.
It's incredible.
But she's great.
It is incredible what they do here. So, and then the mac and cheese, can't keep that going, can you?
No, it's always going in and out of the oven all day long.
Yeah, in and out all day long. Hours you're open here at Chick-fil-A?
6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays. All right, so mobile app, gift cards, and the Valentine heart-shaped trays, right? Mm-hmm. There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the great folks right here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live again here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. Let's go to the phone. He's in Nashville. Won't keep him long. He doesn't have long. State Representative John Holtzclaw is with us. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Good. Just probably doing a little, instead of advertising, we're doing state business.
Still state business. I want to brag on you and Rusty, State Senator Rusty Crowe. You guys have introduced some legislation I think is really cool. Tell us about it, would you please?
Yeah, the legislation basically, the Tennessee state seal was put in God We Trust on it. It's missing right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's been at the forefront since the beginning of our America. You know, it's our nation's motto. It's on your money. It's on buildings. And the state seal is very important to the state of Tennessee, and I think it needs to be on the state seal itself.
Yep, I think you're exactly right. I applaud you for it. So he's, sponsoring bills and incorporate the language "In God We Trust" into the Tennessee State Seal. How's it being received down there right now by your contemporaries?
We're hearing all positive things about it. You know, it's a process that we've got to go through. It's not an easy process because actually our Constitution states that the governor is the keeper of the state seal. So basically we've got to pass a bill, run it up to the governor, and let him redesign the seal, and then the AG approves it, and then we'll come back pass another bill to make it official. So it's a pretty big process, but I think one well worth taking.
It has passed on first and second consideration, had been referred to the states, or the Senate, State, and Local Government Committee. That's a good sign, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So.
And you're always going to have those one or two, you know, saying religion, that kind of stuff. But I think, you know, this is passed in several issues, so it shouldn't be an issue as far as being against the law. But I think it's very important. You know, Tennessee is a great state, and it's an ag and commerce state. But also, I think we need to have a reminder of "In God We Trust" on it too.
I think you're exactly right. I applaud you and the State Senator Rusty Crowe. Anything else going on down there before I let you go that we would need to be made aware of back up here in East Tennessee that you're working on for us?
Well, right now it's just all starting to break loose. I'm sure we'll be in touch on many issues, but this is by far the upfront running one that's getting the most attention.
Yep. Again, he and State Senator Rusty Crowe from Johnson City, again, sponsoring bill that would incorporate the language "In God We Trust" into the Tennessee State Seal on a permanent basis. That's awesome. I know you're busy. Thanks for checking in with us, my friend. I may check back in with you a little bit later on this week or next week and see what's going on, all right?
We'll try to keep you up to date on where it's at and how it's going.
10-4. Thank you, my friend. I'll talk to you then.
All right. See you, Tom.
Yep, good man right there. State Representative John Oatsclaw from right here in Elizabeth, and that's good stuff. So he and State Senator Rusty Crowe out of Johnson City introducing legislation or a bill to incorporate the language "In God We Trust" into the Tennessee State Seal. I think that's pretty important. So I think it's pretty cool, too. All right, let's see what's going on in the world of high school basketball. We got a doubleheader tonight coming up again, 6:30 and 8 o'clock. We'll go in there at 6:20. The Cyclones on the road at Unicoi County tonight. Games around the region: Daniel Boone at Dobbins Bennett, Morristown East at Science Hill, Westridge will be at Crockett, Unicoi County hosting the Cyclones, as we said. Tennessee High will be at Sullivan East tonight, Morristown West hosting Volunteer, South Green at Johnson County, Happy Valley and Warriors Hill hosting West Green. Also tonight, Chucky Doak at Cosby. Unaka goes to Johnson City and plays University High, and North Green will be at Cloudland tonight. So the standings going into the action tonight: the Big Five boys basketball, Dobbins Bennett at 5-0, Crockett at 3-2. In the Upper Lakes Conference is a log jam: Unicoi County 4-2, Tennessee High and Sullivan East at 3-2. In the Three Rivers Conference, South Green at 5-1, and Chucky Doak's guys are currently 6th in the state. They are 5-2. Then in the Watauga Valley Conference, Hampton at 5-0, number 3 in the state. Hampton at 5-0, and North Green at 3-2. And those, I'm going to see, nope, they don't play. Hampton and University High will play on Friday night. So Hampton and North Green do not play this week, but tonight Hampton will be hosting. The Bulldogs will go, are they off tonight? Looks like they have a night off. Is that right? I'm scanning down through here. Hampton will play, yep, looks like this is their odd off night for them. And they'll be back in action on Friday night at University High. On the girls' side, Big Five Conference, Crockett 4-1, Boone at 4-2. In the Upper Lakes Conference, Elizabethton at 3-0, Tennessee High at 3-2. In the Three Rivers Conference with the ladies, South Green at 6-0, Chucky Doak's ladies at 5-1. And then in the Watauga Valley Conference, you have Cloudland 4-0 and the Hampton Lady Bulldogs at 4-1. And, of course, Hampton ranked number 2 in the state statewide in the girls Tennessee High basketball poll. So there you go. That's pretty good stuff. And so again, we'll go on air at 6:20 tonight. We hope that we have for you video and audio. We've been given a green light to bring it and do it. It's just a matter of getting a good Wi-Fi signal to make it happen. That's what we're hoping. All right, your chance to win heart-shaped trays full of nuggets and brownies and cookies starts tomorrow here from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton for Valentine's Day. We'll let you know how that happens and how easy it is for you to do that, and we'll tell you about that coming up again starting tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow as well. Thursday, thinking about Poor Trav's Deli, and Friday we're in a Food City. Gosh, where I'm at Friday, Food City. I want to say Jonesboro, but I'm not for sure. I can't remember. They're all running together. High school basketball polls. Again, local teams. Boys, Class 3A, Tennessee at number 8 in the state. In 2A, Chucky Doak, number 6 in the state. In 1A for boys, Hampton, number 3 in the state. I love it. Love it, love it, love it when our teams are ranked statewide. In girls basketball, local teams, Elizabethton in 3A at number 4. Greenville at number 6. And the Lady Bulldogs of Hampton, number 2 in the state in single A girls basketball. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Again, you'll see and hear the Lady Cyclones tonight, 4th-ranked team in the state. They've won 10 in a row. They're 20-4, and you'll see them tonight here again on video and audio from Unicoi County High School. All right, if you're a hockey fan, Bobby Hall, the legendary Chicago Blackhawk, passed away at the age of 84 of natural causes. Again, 15 of his 17 seasons with Chicago, 604 goals and 549 assists. 3-time Art Ross Trophy winner, won the Hart Trophy in back-to-back seasons, was elected to 10 All-Star games, and he also helped the Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup back in the 60 season when Chicago defeated the Detroit Red Wings. And so Bobby Hall passing away at the age of 84. If you're a TV fan, if you watched the television show Laverne and Shirley back in the day, Cindy Williams, who played Shirley Feeney. Yep. Shirley Feeney passed away. She was 75 years old. So lose another one. I think last week we lost David Crosby. Crosby still Nash and young. We lost Lisa Marie Presley already this year. And so we lose Cindy Williams, 75 years old, from the television show, the sitcom Laverne and Shirley. So if you're a fan of that show, but she passed away yesterday at the age of 75. All right, Alabama coach Nick Saban, needing coaches, they continue to leave and get elevated and promoted. So now he's reaching out to former Tennessee coach Jeremy Pruitt to be his defensive coordinator at Alabama. It's believed no offer has been made. Alabama will not speak on Pruitt's opportunity. Sources indicate Pruitt would face long odds in getting hired by the Tide. He was fired, of course, as Tennessee's coach amid levied allegations of 18 Level 1 violations, 18 on the volunteer program. Level 1's the most serious on the NCAA scale of infractions, so he has 18 bad marks beside his name. They'll have to get permission. His opportunity to coach as a defensive coordinator is a question mark, as it is unknown whether he will be allowed to accept the job even if he's offered. So it has to be approved by Greg Sankey, the Southeastern Conference Commissioner, for Jeremy Pruitt to be able to coach again in the coaching ranks in college. He's currently was working with the New York Giant organization. That's the last I heard about him. So Alabama will need to consult with SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey before making the hire. So the language in the bylaws doesn't totally disqualify him, but Sankey's got to bless it and put his seal of approval on it. And that, I don't know whether he'll be able to do that or not. That will remain to be seen whether he would be even remotely interested in doing something like that. National Hockey League last night, you had Winnipeg skating past St. Louis. That was it. Tonight on the ice, Ottawa at Montreal, the L.A. Kings at Carolina, and the Columbus Blue Jackets in Columbus taking on Washington tonight in the National Hockey League on 3 on tap. The Predators don't skate again until next week. They've got a long break, and so they pick back up on February the 7th for the Nashville Predators of the National Hockey League. We're live again at Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton. Again, we've been talking about it. Let's bring Molly in again. Molly Tipton, your front and center lady, to tell us all about how we can get Super Bowl and Valentine's Day covered by Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton. Chick-fil-A, let's start with the app. Never wait in line again. Tell me about that, would you please?
So with our Chick-fil-A One app, you can place a mobile order in 3 different ways. The first way is you can place it through the drive-thru and come through, and whenever you check in with one of our team members, we start getting your meal prepared. Then we also have a mobile carryout option, which once you click that you're here, your order will pop up with our screens, and we'll be able to prepare that for you and set it on our carryout table as well. And our biggest one is our mobile dine-in. These little table tents are on the tables at the store. You can scan the QR code to be able to download the app. You just place your order on the app, scan the little number that's sitting on your table, and you just can sit down and we'll bring your food out to you whenever it's ready. It's a really great way to be able to not have to wait in line, especially if you have small children or can't stand in line for so long when we do get busy. It's a great way to just be able to sit down, and we'll bring your meal right out to you whenever it's done.
That's awesome. That is cool. And people do it all the time, don't they?
Yeah, it's a really great tool.
Yep. Easy to do, folks. Coming up, store will be closed on Super Bowl Sunday, but you can still get Chick-fil-A to be part of your Super Bowl party. How's that work?
You can. So if you just call the store or go online, we call them our chilled trays. You can get a nuggets or a strips chilled tray. You just we chill it down for you, and you pop it in your oven. It comes with reheat instructions the same way so it's the same way to get Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. Whenever you do it, you can make chicken wings. Sometimes we'll make wings with our strips and put buffalo and some Sweet Baby Ray's sauce with them and toss them in, so you can make wings that way too.
And it has reheat instructions on it, right?
It does, yeah. Yep. It tells you how long and what temperature to put your oven at. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's a great way to get Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
Yep. And you would encourage folks to order early as possible so you have it ready to go.
Yep.
There you go. Pick it up on Saturday, the 11th.
Yeah.
Super Bowl will be on the 12th. Then a couple days later, it'll be the Day of Love, Valentine's Day. How's Chick-fil-A going to work with that?
We have our heart trays. You can get a 6-count cookie tray or a 10-count mini during breakfast until 10:30, so you can take someone some cookies or some chicken minis in the morning for breakfast in one of our little heart-shaped trays. They're real cute. I don't think they've came in yet, but they should be here soon. We'll start serving everything through those once we get them until Valentine's Day.
Would you encourage us to pre-order for that too?
If you want to. We should have plenty. We should have plenty, yeah.
Okay. For Valentine's Day, which will be on Tuesday, the 14th, obviously. So there you go. So the app, Super Bowl Sunday, and Valentine's Day with Chick-fil-A, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
This is Big Country, and this is
Just Tom, and this is the Big Country Sports Show, and we say,
Go Cyclones.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us again. Last night, Tennessee, the Lady Vols head down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Alexis Morris, 31 career points. Sellout crowd. Place was going nuts. And Tennessee gets beat last night, 76-68. Angel Reese, double-double, 18 points, 17 boards. Tennessee falls to 16-8 and now 8-1 in the Southeastern Conference. Jordan Walker, 19. Ricky Jackson, 17 for Tennessee, was lost 2 straight. But both teams are ranked in the top 5, so it's not like to get beat by cream puffs. But it's not all that common, to say the least, that Tennessee gets beat by teams ranked, but they did. So Jordan Horston scored 11 for Tennessee. So rallied from 14 points down to the second half before LSU pulled away. So it was 76-68. Again, the final score, LSU defeating Tennessee last night in women's college basketball. Tennessee or LSU now 21-0 and 9-0 in the Southeastern Conference. So, wasn't, as I said, was not a cream puff to beat them, to say the least. Purdue, unanimous number 1 in college basketball. First unanimous number 1 of the season after wins over Michigan State. So second ranked. Half of the top 25 teams lost last week. You're talking about parity. March Madness is going to be crazy. It's going to be anybody's tournament, I'm just telling you. So they have there's no clear-cut favorite, not even Purdue, number 1 team in the country right now. Not clear-cut. Tennessee can get on the roll. They can make some noise, to say the least. But they got a lot of, we talked about this yesterday with Tanner Cook. Tennessee's got a lot of tough basketball games coming up. You go to Kentucky, you've got Auburn twice, you've got Vanderbilt's an improved team, you got Texas A&M out there, you have Florida tomorrow night down in Gainesville. So it's not a walk in the park for Tennessee being stretched in the imagination before they get to the SEC tournament and into March Madness. But as it is with everybody, there's a lot of basketball left for everybody in the country. So you have Tennessee at number 2 in the country. So Crimson Tide, Alabama dropping to 4th after losing to Oklahoma. Arizona 5th, 6th, Virginia, Kansas State 7th. So that's your top teams in college basketball. But Tennessee again tomorrow night playing, as we said, they're going to be on the road at Florida to battle the Gators. So I had it. Did I leave it at home? I think maybe I left it at home, or was it here? Let's see. I was going to tell you the remaining Tennessee schedule, because it is not a walk in the park. I can tell you it's a pretty tough schedule. So let's see. It's going to be right here if I got it. Yep, here it is. Thank you, Lord. I knew I had it. All right. Here's who Tennessee has left on their schedule. At Florida tomorrow night. Auburn on Saturday at home. You have at Vanderbilt, Missouri, Alabama, at Kentucky, at Texas A&M, South Carolina at home, Arkansas at home, which it won't be easy either. They're running hot and cold. Then Auburn finishing up in Auburn. So they play them twice within a month. And so then they go to Vanderbilt. They have Missouri at home, Alabama on the 15th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow night, at Kentucky on Saturday the 18th. You go to Texas A&M on the 21st. Tennessee will come back home for South Carolina and Arkansas and wrap things up at Auburn. So they're the second-ranked team in the country, but, of course, obviously they have a big target on their back, and that's to be expected, as that's what you face when you're number 2 in the country. So, hello, Everett Wagner. How you doing, sir? Thank you for being with us. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Our final guest is here. We'll get him set up, take a break, get everything situated, and that'd be our buddy Jeff Birchfield going to join us from the Johnson City Press Kingsport Times News sports writer. And we got lots to talk about. We're going to put him to the test and let him talk some hoops and some college football, some high school football. Of course, National Signing Day's coming up. And so all that is right around the corner after this time out. We are here live, as we are again. How about another look at one of our great sponsors, great folks. He'll be here tomorrow, by the way. Joseph Taylor at Ivy Hall Nursing Home with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Cyclone basketball tonight. 4th-ranked Lady Cyclones at Unicoi County. 6:20 airtime, 6:30 tip-off, and the gentleman to follow. All that from Unicoi County High School starting tonight at 6:20 right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and also now on YouTube. Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So what's going on right now at Ivy Hall Nursing Home?
Ivy Hall, we are accepting short-term and long-term residents. We definitely specialize in our short-term. We're very proud of our rehab department, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, respiratory therapy. We want you to come. If you want, a couple weeks of rehab, we'll be happy to help you and get you back home. We'd love to have any long-term residents. If you need our services, we're here. We just want to be just to serve our community the best we can.
Why Ivy Hall Nursing Home? There's a lot of them out there. Why do you feel like you guys are the best?
Well, we just feel like that at Ivy Hall, it's a family-run business. My mom is the owner. Myself and my sister, we both work there. We just feel like you're going to get more personal touch at Ivy Hall. If you want to talk to the owner administrator, call, ask for Judy. We just want to provide the personal touch.
And they do. Social media, how do we find you?
Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook or ivyhallnursinghome.com if you'd like to apply for a job. We're hiring CNAs, LPNs, RNs, housekeeping, whatever. You can go on there and fill out an application and somebody will get in touch with you.
One of our great sponsors here, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, our buddy Joseph Taylor right there, as you see, with Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. Mm-hmm. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. The great folks at Physical Therapy Services.
Rusty won the race that weekend. So.
Guess who's here? The man's been on the phone. He's talking to people. He's got contacts everywhere. Guy's a moving target. He's just so popular. Hard to catch him to get him to come be on the show. He's here, Jeff Birchfield. How you doing?
Hey, yeah, I've been crazy. I've been on the phone with a bunch of different coaches getting their Super Bowl picks, and then been on the phone. I was telling you, Tom Roberts, he's former PR guy for Alan Kulwicki and for Rusty Wallace, and so believe it or not, it's been almost 30 years, this 30th anniversary of the plane crash.
You're kidding me.
No.
Here in Bristol?
Yeah, 1993. Time marches on, as they say.
Wow. That's hard for me to, I remember that like it was yesterday. You do too. So, Tom Roberts, you going to do a story with him on it?
Yeah, definitely. Him, and going to talk to some Michael Waltrip and Rusty, who won the races that weekend, and a few other people, just get their perspectives, because Kyle Petty said this before, which would sound odd to a lot of people, but he said that's the saddest weekend ever at a NASCAR track. You know, you think about his son got killed at New Hampshire, which Kyle was at another racetrack when that happened. But I understand what he's saying there, though, because that happened on that Thursday night. It was like April Fool's Day, actually. And, we had that whole morning, it was raining, spitting a little bit of snow. And then, there's the image of the Hooters hauler going around the track. And then the races, everybody, that whole weekend was just in such a crazy state. I think that everybody that followed the sport was really in that weekend.
Very somber.
Yep,
to say the least. So that rolls us right into NASCAR this weekend. The Coliseum will be lit up on it.
Yeah. Start the season off here with the exhibition race. Last year's ended up a pretty good race with Joey Logano holding off Kyle Busch there at the end, and Florida set the tone for Joey Logano. A lot of people say, well, exhibition races or whatever doesn't matter, but seems like it got him off on the right foot for what ended up being his championship season.
Yep. So I have in front of me, as the late Rush Limbaugh would say, in my formerly nicotine-stained fingers, so the Busch Light Clash format. All right. I'm going to try and read this. Maybe you already know what it is. Do you know what the format is?
A little bit, but
right,
go ahead and read it. It's easier to.
Yeah. On this Saturday, the field will be split into 3 groups for practice, each group receiving 3 sessions to dial in their cars. Okay, we got all that. All right, following practice, single round and single car qualifying will begin to set the starting lineup of Sunday's heat races. 4 25-lap contests in which only green flag laps will count. In qualifying, each driver gets 3 laps, 1 warm-up, and 2 time circuits. Okay? Teams will go out for qualifying based on the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series owner point standings from lowest to highest. Saturday's fastest qualifier will earn the pole position in Heat 1. Second fastest qualifier will earn for Heat 2. Third fastest in Heat 3, and obviously fourth fastest on Heat 4. That makes sense so far?
So far, so good.
All right. Heat races will determine both the field for the main event along with the starting lineup. Top 5 finishers in each heat race will automatically advance to the main event, setting the top 20 starting positions. Drivers who we're not done. Drivers who finish their heat races outside the top 5 will fight to advance in the main event through the last chance qualifiers. 2 50-lap dashes to officially set the clash field. The first LCQ, last chance qualifiers, will feature those who finish 6th through 10th in heats 1 and 3. You've lost me. Second, LCQ hosts those who finish 6 through 10 in heats 2 and 4. Top 3 drivers in each LCQ advance to compete in the clash. You with that? I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but it's just confusing to me.
Definitely makes it confusing for the fans to follow.
I'm just an old country boy, and just put them out there and let them go. So I guess there's a process, but it seems like there's too many steps in this. What do you think?
Yeah, and it's not really what the original Clash was. You know, the Clash was actually designed back in 1979. It was the guys who had won pole positions the years before. And sort of when they start the Winston All-Star race is the guys who had won races the year before. So, you know, the formats of both of those events have changed a ton over the years. And obviously the venues changed a lot from Daytona to going to the LA Coliseum.
If you're so inclined, I meant to say this earlier and forgot to, but if you're so inclined, please say a prayer right now in the literal sense for Tom Vaughn, a friend of mine and a dear friend of this show. He is having procedure going on right now in the hospital, and it's not an emergency. He knew it was coming, but it's still a procedure nonetheless. So please, if you would, fire one up that the doctors and the good Lord will take care of him. The doctors will get in there and fix what needs to be fixed, and he'll have a fast and speedy recovery. So Tom Vaughn, V-A-U-G-H-N, great guy. So if you would, we'd appreciate that. So Logano got this going, his season last year, but winning the Clash. You think that kind of, is this a big deal? Would you go out there and do good? Does it set the tone? If you do bad, does it set the tone?
I think it can, obviously. With Logano, definitely set the tone for him. And, you know, winning on what was a new venue then, a little more excitement around it last year. I mean, let's just be honest, since it was, you know, the first time they'd done something like this. But, you know, I think it did set a good tone for Joey Logano for, you know, the rest of his season.
So the goal, obviously, to put in the second biggest market in the country, which would be L.A., and they've done that at the Coliseum. Does that accomplish what they wanted last year to get more fans interested in NASCAR in the second biggest city in the country?
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's like in the urban area, you know, they have the track at Auto Club Speedway, which is sort of suburban Los Angeles out in Fontana. But, you know, trying to get more of the inner cities. I mean, I could see them moving this, say, to Houston or, you know, somewhere like that, you know, in the future that, you know, maybe where there's not a NASCAR race. Of course, they're trying this year with the streets of Chicago. So, you know, there's definitely a push from NASCAR to get people in urban areas more excited about the sport. I mean, we'll see how good that, you know, works out for them. I mean, they've had a tough time, obviously, with the Drive for Diversity program. I mean, you've had Kyle Larson, obviously, who's half Japanese, but I think Kyle Larson would have made his way to NASCAR, you know, top level regardless. And then Bubba Wallace, obviously, you know, and some others. But there's, you know, it's still, I don't think it's at a point where NASCAR probably hoped for when they announced this several years ago.
NFL is ramping up more games next year in London, actually in England and in Germany, to try and get a more international flavor. Would that work in NASCAR? They tried it. Did it work in the past?
They've talked about it. They took, you know, the Busch Series, now Xfinity Series, down to Mexico City, and they had some good crowds, and they've done the road course up in Canada. But I'm not a fan of international. I mean, with the NFL or NASCAR, I mean, I think those are two of your most American sports you have, you know, and I just as soon see them stay here. You know, I know Major League Baseball's tried it as well. They played the games in Tokyo. NBA's tried it. But, you know, I'm just not a fan of the American leagues trying to go international like that.
So we do the Clash on Saturday, then Saturday and Sunday, and then what happens after that? Everybody heads to Daytona and gets ready?
Yeah, I mean, you've got the week off with the Super Bowl, so, I mean, they're actually not going until the following week. But, yeah, they have a little bit of a break right there. But everybody will be geared up. Obviously, the Daytona 500's the most prestigious, biggest race of the year.
Now, do you agree with it being the first? A lot of the guys I've read over the years said, you know, it's so big and so important, it really sets the tone. Put it at the halfway mark or put it to one of the last races. That take the first Daytona race and run it now and leave the 500 for the second stop when they go back through in Daytona, I guess in July. You agree with that or not?
No, I sort of like it the way it's always been. You know, I guess I'm a little bit of a traditionalist on that. Now, they did always start the season, people forget, in Southern California. They raced on the Riverside Road Course, was typically the first race of the year, and Daytona was number 2. So I guess in this sense, with the Clash being out there, it's sort of like it's always been with that.
All right. So you're okay with the Daytona 500 being the first race out of the chute?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I think it gives a lot of excitement for the start of the season, you know, and all. And I wouldn't want it. I mean, you have that Daytona race as the cutoff race, a restrictor plate race, but I don't want the restrictor plates to determine too much of the championship, because you've got those races are, I mean, face it, there's a lot more luck involved in those than, you know, you have at a race at Bristol or Darlington or somewhere like that.
And they only do it 4 times a year, right? 2 in Daytona, 2 in Talladega. So
well, and Atlanta now has become like a restrictor plate track as well. So.
Okay. So what's you've been to both. What is the lay of the track? How is Daytona different from Talladega, and how is Talladega different from Daytona? The both super speedways, what's the difference?
Talladega is just a slightly bigger. I mean, it's hard to tell, you know, from your just looking at it when you're there with your eyes, but just a little bit faster track. You know, it's designed to be the fastest track in the world when they build it and stuff. So just the way the layout is, I mean, a little bit higher banks at Talladega, so it's and it's like 2.66 miles, 2.5 miles there for Daytona. Very similar, obviously. The style of racing is very similar, but it is just enough different, you know, at Talladega where, you know, you sometimes get a little faster speeds overall.
Talking to Jeff Birchfield, we're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth for a few more minutes. Coming up tonight, we have doubleheader basketball. The Cyclones in Unicoi County, 6:20 airtime with the 4th-ranked girls in the state. And then the gentlemen will follow that, and so we'll have both of those for you. We hope video and audio. If the Wi-Fi works in Irwin tonight, we'll get it. That's as simple as that. And so if we get out there and it doesn't work, I think it will. But, you know, from a technical standpoint, when you run that camera, it's a whole lot more juice going through the pipeline than if you just do audio only.
Yeah,
it takes up a lot of data. So
I'm working in the office tonight. I got about 30 games to track between Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. It's going to be an insane night for sure.
Oh, you can watch it in your office, can't you?
I could, but I mean, I've got to try to get a bunch of, you know, details on other games as well. So we've got a Westridge, I know, playing at Crockett, probably will lead our lineup. We've got a lady, Cheryl Gray, you know Cheryl well. She actually usually provides us photos from a lot of the Westridge games, and her and Dawn Lambert, they both do such a great job with the photography of those games.
They do. We saw Lambert at the game here a couple of weeks ago, the photographer extraordinaire. So it's you'll be a busy guy tonight. So you're doing, how many people call in and do what?
Well, call in, text, try to get them to email, because that's a lot easier if they'll do that. But there's about 30 games overall between Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. You know, that's the thing with basketball as opposed to football. You got boys and girls, so it's a lot more games involved.
You don't have any help? You just do it yourself?
Well, Jamie Combs, he usually takes care of the stand-ins, and he'll take care of some of the box scores that come in. But most of the games, I end up writing the recaps on them, like paragraphs or so.
Do you like that better, being in there doing that, or actually covering a game or games?
Well, I think I always enjoy covering a game better, but, you know, Joe, he's Vento, our sports director, you know, he's always said he likes having me in the office because I'm a little aggressive tracking down the coaches and stuff, so they're probably I can imagine what they say sometimes when they're getting those texts from me.
I'm sure
he's aggravating the devil out of us again.
Dude, I'm doing as fast as I can do it.
Yeah.
Would that be what you'd probably hear? I'd say. So here's John City Press. Yeah, we're going to look at the games tonight. So all these games that he's going to be writing up, and you'll be able to read about tomorrow on
on the Tennessee side, and there's a bunch on the
Virginia side too.
Virginia side as well.
Yeah, I didn't get my Kingsport paper today, so I don't have any reference. So I guess I look them up. Daniel Boone at Dobbins Minute. What do you think about that one tonight?
Yeah, we'll be covering that one. I think DB's going to be tough from here on out with Dante Oliver back healthy, and they've obviously been playing, you know, very well. So undefeated in the league. Looks like they're definitely the team to beat. They're in the Big Five Conference.
Science Hill hosting Morristown East tonight.
Science Hill's improved a lot, obviously, the last few weeks. But they're having, you know, a season very unlike what Science Hill has. But I think they'll probably pull out a close win against Morristown East. Is my prediction on that one.
Westridge at Crockett tonight.
That should be a dandy right there. Crockett's been playing well, but I think Westridge, they've got Dawson Arnold inside and then Wade Witcher and some of those guys. I think Westridge probably pull that one out.
Tennessee High, now up to 8th in the state, and boys basketball will be at East tonight. Any chance for an upset there?
Well, definitely, because East beat them back when they played at Tennessee High a few weeks ago, and that's a rivalry game, so you know how those always are.
Yep. South Green at Johnson County tonight.
Tough place to go play up at Johnson County, and the Longhorns been playing well. They upset Chucky Doku, I think was ranked number 3 in the state, but I think I like Johnson County in a close one there.
West Green at Happy Valley tonight.
Yeah, Happy Valley's really, really struggling. I think West Green will probably take that one.
They're ranked in the state. Chucky Doak, number 6, will be at Cosby tonight. Can the Black Knights win that one?
Yeah, I mean, they're coming off that loss to Johnson County, so I'd say they'll be fired up. I sort of like the Black Knights in that one.
Yeah, I'd say they're a little, got a chip on the shoulder. Unaka will be at University High tonight at Johnson City. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, that's always a great rivalry. Sort of not a rivalry a lot of people sometimes around this area think of, but that's a great rivalry in basketball. But I think University High, a little too tough this year, will probably pull it out.
North Green at Cloudland tonight.
Yeah, another place we talk about. Always tough place to go up there and play in Sonny Smith Gym, but North Green's got a really good team. Of course, Jason Britton, he had 56 points in a game recently, so I sort of like North Green a little bit in that one.
Here's the rankings we've talked about during the show. The polls: 3A boys, Tennessee High number 8 in the state. And for the Black Knights of Chucky Doak, they're number 6 in 2A in basketball. And the Hampton Bulldogs up to number 3 in single A. So that's your teams for the guys. For the ladies, Elizabethton number 4 in 3A, Greenville number 6 in 3A. And then the Hampton Lady Bulldogs in number 2 in the state in single A girls basketball. So we're ranked. We've got, got some representation. Always like to have more, but that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Cloudland girls definitely is a team that should be considered to be ranked. They handed Hampton their first loss of the season a couple of weeks ago, but man, I really like that Hampton boys team. I think they've got a shot of really doing something special this year because they're so deep. Got a lot of good players. Caden Buckles, big scorer, but Hayden Campbell's a kid's really come along, big tall kid, and he's been a double-double machine lately.
So, be a busy night for high school basketball. You read all about it tomorrow in the Kingsport Times News and the Johnson City Press. What else is going on? What else are you working on right now?
Like I said, I was working on that little thing. Been working on always one of the most fun things for like Monday's paper, which I've got a hold of more than half the coaches. I still have some others I got to call and get their Super Bowl picks. I think a lot of people always like reading, what the quote-unquote local experts, how they see the Super Bowl, matching up. Just got a lot of things going on this weekend. Going to have, which I'll be in the office again tracking this, but state swimming championships, state wrestling championships for the duels are both going on this weekend.
You like covering wrestling?
I do, actually. Dobbins Bennett this year, they're really got a fantastic team, and the kid they've got, Max Norman, is a defending state champion. He's one of the best wrestlers I think we've ever seen in this area.
Yep. He'd be right up there, I think. You'd almost have to compare him to Deuce Morton. Not quite, because Deuce won 3 straight state championships, but it's pretty impressive. Max Norman's, I hear good things about him.
Yeah, and he's got a little brother, Titus, too, who's a good wrestler as well. He's a freshman, but that DB team's absolutely loaded. That's, I think, the best Dobbins Bennett team top to bottom that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Well, AFC, what do you think about that? The AFC with the Bengals and the Chiefs.
That was a great game. What Patrick Mahomes did was, super impressive. I know, heard a few people complaining a couple of those calls on the officials. They did seem sort of out of sorts in that game a little bit, but man, what Mahomes, I don't know if you've ever had an ankle injury like that. I had one sort of end at one of my basketball seasons. That's really painful. What he was able to do, he couldn't plan on that back foot a lot, and you could tell he didn't try to scramble like he normally did, but, he's still able to come through in the end. Just all-time great player.
So Mahomes against Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. What do you think about the 49ers game with the Eagles?
Well, it wasn't much of a game, especially after Brock Purdy got hurt. You're down to your 4th-string quarterback. He gets hurt, you're down to Christian McCaffrey, the running back, having to play quarterback. You think about they had Trey Lance was supposed to be the starter's first season. He gets hurt, which in a way I don't think was a bad thing for the 49ers because I think Jimmy Garoppolo is such a good quarterback and needs to be starting somewhere next year. But then Jimmy G gets hurt, and then Brock Purdy had come along, and really they hadn't missed a beat, even playing with the rookie quarterback who was the very last pick in this year's draft, So
We're talking to Jeff Birchfield for a couple of more minutes. We are live here again, Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Again, Cyclone basketball tonight, 6:30. We'll tip it. We're going there at 6:20 for the game. Hopefully video and audio. Audio for sure, but video we hope will work. The camera and all that will work at Unicoi County. So, I mean, it is what it is. Modern technology.
Talk about a good local basketball team. Lena Wine, she's just such a great little player, spark plug, and then got Rena Lane and Olivia Holly and some of those others, that are just able to make Elizabeth and give them dual threats right there.
Riley Whitson, Marley Mathena, Maddie Fowler.
Yeah, so, they're loaded. They've got a lot of good players on that team.
Yep, and so we'll see them again tonight. Again, 6:20 airtime from Unicoi County High School. So let me think. I was going to ask you about motorcycle racing. It's not around here right now, is it?
No, I mean, it'll be coming, obviously, Muddy Creek here in a few weeks, or I say a couple months, Usually start up like their seasons and stuff with the Mega Series and then the Hot Summer Nights and all that. So a couple big races. They always host the Tennessee State Championships, and in the fall always have the Top Gun Showdown, which is probably the biggest, we've been around here.
So you got basketball they've turned the corner heading down the home stretch for the tournament, which is not that far away. So you got that, and then you turn around and you have, we start baseball and softball pretty soon, track and field. So it doesn't stop, and then you catch your breath and turn right around and start doing football previews, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot of catching your breath anymore, but yeah, you talk baseball, you think about it, Milligan usually starts here like this week.
Yeah.
They're usually the 1st of February, and then you get ETSU's, typically their season opening series is like, the same weekend as the Daytona 500. That's going to be a busy weekend locally. We got the Kingsport Speedway Mall Show, also going to have a deal there with the rodeo coming to town at Freedom Hall, and then, of course, nationally, the Daytona 500 that weekend for sure.
When's all this coming?
That's like
a couple of weeks?
Yeah, a couple of weeks, like February 17th, 18th, and 19th, I think.
I was going to see how many days till August the 18th, which is opening night of high school football.
Yeah, it's...
So I'm going to say it's inside of 200. In fact, I know it is.
Well, and with football, you always have the spring practices, and then also, a lot of schools participate in those 7-on-7 competitions and stuff. So then, like you said, there's 199 days. So that seems like a long ways off, but it's really not.
No, it won't be. 199 days will be here before you know it, folks. August the 18th, opening night, high school football across Northeast Tennessee. So Cyclones are playing their non-conference schedule this year. Science Hill, Daniel Boone, Morristown West, and Dobbins Bennett. So he didn't shy away, did he?
I was going to say he didn't go trying to pick a bunch of easy games. No one can accuse Sean of that, which I don't think they ever do. I mean, Sean's always been one to play a lot of good competition.
Yep, and they moved the Greenville game to the final game of the regular season. It'll be up here this year in Elizabeth, and so some movement around with the
Yeah, I know a lot of people sort of opposite or sort of aggravated that they moved Science Hill and Dobbins Bennett too earlier in the season, because that's traditionally been the way that series has been the last game of the regular season.
Yeah, it will not be the last game this year. No, it's like week number 6 or 7, somewhere through there. I don't know. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but it is not the last game like it normally is. So there you go. Are you hungry, sir?
Yes, sir, always.
All right, so let's feed him. Let's feed the bears, as they say. So our buddy Jeff Birchfield, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News sports writer, as always. Thank you, sir, for stopping by. You make my job easy to sit and ask questions and get out of the way and let him answer them. Quick break. We'll be right back right after this from Pleasant Beach Baptist Church on the Tom Taylor Sports.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
I know what I want to be when I grow up.
I'm one of those people who just always knew what she wanted to be.
I probably want to be a doctor.
From a really young age, I always wanted to be a doctor.
But like a really good doctor.
I would even make my little brother pretend he was sick just so I could take care of him.
I think being healthy is important so people can have a happy life.
And when someone along the way said, girls don't become doctors, my teacher inspired me to follow my dreams.
Mr. Green says I can be whatever I want.
And now I'm a research scientist at a medical university. Thank you, Mr. Green, for just believing in me.
Thanks, Mr. Green.
You help make their dreams possible. We can do the same for you.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, again, wrapping this thing up, big thanks to David Collins from collinsandcompany.info. Be sure and get on there and bid on those coins, a big coin auction. It's going to wrap up at 6 o'clock tonight. Then also get on there and bid on the auction for the Tiny Nunley furniture auction going on, started today, goes for till next Tuesday. So be sure and do those. And again, it's Collins and Company, spelled out company, collinsandcompany.info is where you go to get signed up for that. Get on there and check out everything going on with the different auctions going on. The coin auction again stops at 6 o'clock tonight, been going for about a week. And now the furniture auction just started this morning, goes for about a week, so it goes next Tuesday. So over 500 lots on that furniture auction, collinsandcompany.info. Appreciate him coming by. Ryan Presnell, head baseball coach of the Cyclones, again with a big auction coming up on Saturday to benefit the baseball team. Over 200 items for you to go and bid on, and so appreciate him for that. And also just now our buddy Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. We are out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We'll be back at it again tomorrow with show number 1788. Right back here tomorrow. We'll do it for 3 days this week here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. And then we'll head out somewhere on Thursday for a point to be determined and finish things back up with the Food City on Friday, on the Food City Friday kicking off the weekend. So that's what we have for the next couple of days. Tonight we have Cyclone basketball again from Unicoi County. 6:20 airtime, 6:30 tip-off. The Cyclones and the Blue Devils. First off, the Lady Blue Devils against the fourth-ranked team in the state. They've won 10 in a row. They're 20-4. And so we'll put that on the line tonight at Unicoi County against the Lady Blue Devils, Unicoi County High School. And the gentlemen will follow that one as well. So a big night for all four teams tonight on the varsity level for the Cyclones and the Unicoi County Blue Devils. We'll see them. On behalf of Tommy and Mary Tipton, all the folks here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, this is Tom Taylor wrapping it up. Show number 1787. Of course, telling you to bloom where you planted. And also, we want to finish it up with the verse of the day. Got to get that in. And again, and the verse today would be as follows. That would be Psalms 121:8. The Lord will watch over you, coming and going. Watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Like it. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Psalms 121:8. Thanks a whole bunch. We'll see you back here again at 6:20 tonight in about 5 hours for Cyclone basketball. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you plant it, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1787, originating today from Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth.